Hey guys, Brandy at Gentle Grace Trying over here. Hope you're having a great week. Today I want to talk about how I meal plan. I have learned strategically over the years from a couple people, one being my mother-in-law. She always had on their refrigerator this little like magnetic list thing that had like Monday, this is what we're eating, Tuesday, this is what we're eating, Wednesday, this is what we're eating. And I marveled at it. I thought it was so cool. My mom meal planned as well. It just wasn't like clear as day to me growing up that she like planned her meals. So I was 16 when Chris and I started dating, and how his mom did things, and I was around him so much because I kind of liked him, was different than how my mom did things. And not different better or worse, just different. And I paid attention. And she talked a lot about meal plan and staying on budget. And so I really started gleaning those things from her. Something that we did when I was in college that I really valued the time was there was a season where every Tuesday we'd cook together. And I knew how to cook. My mom is an amazing cook, but she was teaching me some of Chris's favorite dishes to make. By college, Chris and I had decided, we had been together for 4+ years, that we definitely wanted to get married, and I wanted to learn how to cook homey things that his mom cooked. My husband loves my mother's chicken pot pie. Loves it. And I can do that well. Loves the chicken tortilla soup that I make. But there's things that his mom makes that I wanted to learn. So in this like weekly meal making thing, she and I started really bonding over cooking, which was really fun. And we still continue to this day to bond over cooking and bond over many other things. She's one of my best friends. I absolutely love her to pieces. She is a mentor and a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful wife, mother, woman of God. She's awesome. I'm so thankful to have her as another mom in my life, because my mom's awesome and I've learned so much from her, but she's different. So all this to say, I really took to, in my little organizational mind, this idea of meal planning. And I like, in general in life, knowing what's coming next. I like planning things out. I do not like change. I like to be scheduled. And so I really latched on to this idea and started it when we got married at the ripe old age of 22, that I was fresh out of college, and it helped. And what I learned over the years, especially now with having children and 11 years of marriage, is that meal planning is crucial to not being a crazy person. Number one, most important, because I'm as crazy as I already need to be, and we need to tone down a little back, so we don't need to add meals into the crazy. But also staying on budget. If you plan your meals out, then you grocery shop according to your meal plan, and you don't then go, oh dang, I don't have anything for dinner tonight, and you go to the grocery store and end up spending $50 where you would have spent maybe $20 on that meal. So all these things play into just being wise about how you go about doing your budget, and meal planning falls into that. So what I do is I look at my schedule for the week. I look at if Jameson has a doctor's appointment, for example, today, my middle son, at 4. So I know that I'm gonna need something that I can either heat up really quick or left overnight. Yesterday was not a busy evening for our family, and so I cooked from scratch and multiplied by 4. I have a rule of 4, and we'll talk about that in the freezer meal stuff. But I figure out what days make sense for me to actually have time in the kitchen, what days we are gonna have no time and we maybe need to eat out that evening, and that's a treat. And then I look for where kids eat free, because I'm trying to stay on a budget here, people. And what days, mom and dad are gonna be going out for our date night, and so it's, freezer pizza for the kids with the babysitter. And go about it systematically and make my meal plan accordingly. The other thing that I do that I have found to be super helpful, and everybody does their own thing, kind of learned from my mother-in-law as well. She has this like magical 3-ring binder that she puts all of her favorite recipes in. I don't do well with keeping recipes. They kind of just get jumbled around. It's like I don't know. It's just a waste of my energy. It doesn't work for me. But what does work for me is Pinterest. I love Pinterest. Who doesn't love Pinterest? What I did was I created a board on Pinterest called Made It and Loved It. So these are recipes that I actually did make when I was scrolling through Pinterest, pinning things like, I want to do this, I want to do this, and meals that I actually did make that we really enjoyed. Sometimes they've even added meals that like took a picture of a recipe card just to keep it in my filing system of my Made It and Loved It Pinterest board. And it's just a go-to place. So when I'm trying to think of ideas for dinner that my family actually likes, and my thing is my family has to like them, all the kids, everybody has to eat it. It has to be like multiplyable. How do you say that word? Multipleable? Whatever. I have to be able to multiply it times my rule of 4, which I'll talk about when I talk about dinners. And then it has to be healthy. It has to be just a healthy, good meal that I can make reasonably quickly. So all that to say, I know what my schedule looks like and I do my recipes accordingly. So I know that tomorrow I have more time in the afternoon and evening to assemble something. So I'm going to make zucchini lasagna. My family loves it. I bought all the ingredients for it and I'm multiplying it by 4. So we're gonna eat 1 and freeze 3. And tonight I wasn't gonna have time to make something from scratch. I'm filming right now. And I've got a doctor's appointment for my one son, and then Awana's for my kids later this evening. I was not gonna have time to make a meal and have it a hot meal, cooked, instant potted, baked, stove topped, whatever, and get it into their bellies in between all of the things that we have to do. So tonight is a freezer meal night where I just took it and I popped it into the Instant Pot. Friday nights are going to be a leftover night because we've got small group in the evening and it's kind of a busy, crazy day for us. So I just figure out what is going on in our schedule for the week, what days I have devoted to cooking, and what days I need leftovers or something that I can just have me or my husband pull out, pop in the oven, pop in the Instant Pot, and have a healthy meal for our family. The other thing is, and this segues into what I'll talk about next week, is I only cook. We always have home cooked meals at least 6 out of 7 nights a week. We might go out once, and that's usually me and my husband date night. But I only cook 2 or 3 times a week. And I do that by my multiply by 4 rule, where if I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna multiply it by 4. And I'll talk about that next time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, like it. Thanks for being on this journey of Gentle Grace trying. We're trying to stay on budget here, people. One little step at a time. Have a good one. Bye.